Afade, good morning, everyone. Thank you for waiting. Today's January 16, 2024. The Committee on Health, Land, Justice, and Culture is now called to order. It's about 8:40 a.m. In compliance with the Open Government Law, notice for this public hearing was published in the Guam Daily Post and posted to the Government of Guam Public Notice Portal on Monday, January 8 and January 12, 2024. Notices were also sent by email to all senators and all main media broadcasting outlets. This hearing is being live streamed on the Guam Legislature's YouTube channel. I'd ask all individuals testifying to please state your name before you testify so that we can accurately keep track when we transcribe the record. All right, so we have this morning's agenda item is Bill number 212-37 COR, introduced by Senator Jesse A. Lujan and Christopher M. Duenas. It's an act to allow the transfer of a 707 square meter portion of lot number 5173-new-3 from the CHAMORRO Land Trust Commission to the Office of the Mayor of TAMUNING. I'd like to acknowledge this morning the presence of Senator Lujan, the sponsor of the bill, and of course Senators Terlaje, Situs Masi colleagues for being here with me this morning. We also have with us here today the Mayor of TAMUNING. Good morning, Mayor, and the Vice Mayor of TAMUNING, Situs Masi, for being here. All right, so I'm going to call the Mayor, and Mayor, I think you have some members of the MPC here as well. We also have the Director of the CHAMORRO Land Trust here today, and Acting Director Birch. Thank you. So first we'll hear from the Mayor, and oh yes. And we'll allow the sponsor to open on the bill.
Oh, thank you, Madam Speaker, Madam Chair. Happy New Year to my colleagues and to the Mayor, Vice Mayor, and the MPC members, and also to the CHAMORRO Land Trust folks that are here, and also to the viewing audience this morning. Thank you again, and Hafade, everyone. First, I'd like to thank the Chair of the Committee, of course, Speaker Therese Terlaje, for allowing Bill 212-37 LS to be publicly heard and discussed. I would also like to thank everyone here for taking time out of your very busy schedules to attend this public hearing. Bill 212 seeks to enhance the quality of life of the people of Guam and TAMUNING, Tumon, and Harmon by facilitating the transfer of administrative jurisdiction of a specific portion of land. To preface this bill, I would like to shed light on the history and purpose behind this transfer. In 2017, the Office of the Mayor of TAMUNING, Tumon Harmon, identified lot 5173-NEW-2-R2, Municipality of TAMUNING, with an area of approximately 24,688 plus square meters, or 6.10 acres, and a 707 square meter portion of lot 5173-NEW-3, Municipality of TAMUNING, and requested for them to be under the control of the Office of the TAMUNING Mayor for the creation and improvement of recreational parks and fields. This resulted in resolution number 2018-01 from the CHAMORRO Land Trust Commission, who agreed and approved the request. However, despite the successful transfer of lot 5173-NEW-112-R2, Municipality of TAMUNING, it was brought to my attention 5 years later that 707 square meter portion of lot number 5173-NEW-3 was still not transferred as requested. Consequently, Bill 212-37 LS was born out of resolution number 2024-003 from the Office of the Mayor and the Municipal Planning Council of TAMUNING, seeking to fulfill the necessary transfer approved in resolution number 2018-01 by the CHAMORRO Land Trust Commission. It is critical for me to reiterate that the CHAMORRO Land Trust Commission already agreed in resolution 2018-01 to be transferred. By enacting this bill, we are facilitating and consolidation of this portion of lot 5173-NEW-2-R2, thereby streamlining administrative processes and promoting efficient land use. In conclusion, this act represents a crucial step towards better land management, enhanced recreational facilities, and improved quality of life for the residents of Guam. And actually, Speaker, likewise, the mayor, vice mayor, and the municipal planning council have been working very closely with the clearinghouse in identifying grant monies to enhance the facilities over there, or the property over there. However, because of this situation and not having clear title, they're unable to access grant money. So I'm sure the mayor will enlighten us even more on that process. But I hope to get support of my colleagues, and hopefully we'll try to get this on the floor as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Madam Chair, Madam Speaker.
Jesus Masi, Senator. All right, we'll now hear from Mayor Rivera.
Good morning, Madam Speaker and members of the legislature. Thank you very much, Senator Lujan and Senator Terlaje for being here. Also for all our Municipal Planning Council members that are here in support, and all others. As it was mentioned in this bill, we have approved a plan to renovate and fix up the field. And again, the holdup was that the landmass, the size was not fit, and it was because of the front area, the portion that we're requesting for today. So we are here in support of 212-37, so that we can move forward in continuing to apply for grants to be able to fix that field. As it is a very heavily and busy field, many people, not only in our community, but residents from all over the island come to use that field to exercise and hold sports events. So we are here to seek your support and have this bill passed. Thank you.
Jesus Masi, Mayor Rivera. And thank you again, Vice Mayor Tovis, for being here. And I just want to recognize the members of the Planning Council who've also signed in today in support of the bill. Mr. Tony Charfris, Faustino Panzalan, Vincent Camacho, Robert Perron, Robert. And all right, and now we hear from the Chamorro Land Trust Commission.
Good morning, Madam Speaker.
Good morning.
Senator Lujan and Senator Terlaje. My name is John Birch. I'm the Acting Administrative Director of the Chamorro Land Trust Commission. I'm here today to testify in support of Bill number 212-37LS. That's the transfer of a portion of lot number 5173-NEW-3 to the office of the Mayor of Tamuning. Which seeks to transfer. The bill aligns with two resolutions previously passed by the Chamorro Land Trust Commission, specifically resolution number 2017-007 and resolution number 2018-01. The CLTC recognizes the need for public lands dedicated to sport and recreation fields in the municipality of Tamuning. Since 2017, the Office of the Tamuning Mayor has expressed a desire to gain control over lot 5173-NEW-2-R2 and approximately 24,688 plus square meter area, as well as a 707 square meter portion of lot 5173-NEW-3 as indicated on scheme number M19-S002. The purpose of this transfer is to enhance and develop recreational parks and fields. However, we have been made aware that while lot 5173-NEW-2-R2 was successfully transferred, the desired 707 square meter portion of lot number 5173-NEW-3 is still not under the control of the Office of the Mayor of Tamuning. So resolution number 2018-01 passed by the Chamorro Land Trust Commission explicitly supports the transfer of this specific portion of land. The Chamorro Land Trust Commission fully supports the transfer of administrative jurisdiction of the 707 square meter portion of lot number 5173-NEW-3 from the Chamorro Land Trust Commission to the Office of the Mayor of Tamuning. This transfer will enable more efficient management and utilization of the land, ultimately benefiting the people of Guam, providing improved accessibility to recreational facilities. It is important to highlight that the Chamorro Land Trust Commission, through resolution number 2018-01, has already agreed to the transfer of this 707 square meter portion of lot number 5173 NEW-3 to the Office of the Mayor Tamuning, subject to certain conditions. This legislation aligns with the Chamorro Land Trust Commission's intention to facilitate the transfer and consolidation of this portion of land with lot number 5173-NEW-R-R2. Furthermore, the bill includes a reversionary clause as indicated in Section 3, which ensures that if the 707 square meter portion of lot number 5173-NEW-3 is not utilized as a recreational facility, it shall revert back to the Chamorro Land Trust Commission inventory. This provision underscores responsible land use and guarantees that the property will be used for its intended purposes. In conclusion, the passage of Bill number 212-37 LS will support the fulfillment of the resolutions previously passed by the Chamorro Land Trust Commission, ensuring the transfer of the 707 square meter portion of lot number 5173-NEW-3 to the Office of the Mayor of Tamuning for the benefit of the people of Guam. I urge you to consider and support this bill as it progresses through the legislative process. Thank you for your time and attention to this matter. I would be grateful for the opportunity to discuss this further if needed. Suzus Maasi.
Suzus Maasi, Director Birch. Thank you again for being here. All right, if either of you could remind us, so the bigger lot, this is the baseball fields and those type of fields back there in Tamuning between the two schools, the elementary schools. And was that transferred by public law?
Just by resolution is
Okay,
what we
so
got.
CLTC did a similar resolution. All right, and I'm trying to get the map up. Are we able? All right, can we put the map up real quick? All right, so it's the smallest dark portion, dark outlined portion of this map. That's the 707 acres. Yeah. Could you tell us what the dotted portion on the square on the bottom is?
No.
Is that also owned or under the jurisdiction of
I believe that's GTA. I'll just confirm it now.
All right.
Is that GTA?
And can you give us, where's Chalan San Antonio in respect to this lot, or this map?
Glenn, turn it
on. Madam Speaker,
Affidavit.
my name is Glenn, Line Agent 3, Chamorro Land Trust. The property set in question, that's already conveyed to another line agency, or I believe it was to GTA, which already has their equipment's there for the longest time, for the past 30, 40 years. So that's not included as part of the property.
All right, and Chalan San Antonio runs from the top of the map to the bottom along the dark lines of all those properties. Is that correct?
Yes, Route 14, yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, I have no further questions. Senator Lujan. Senator Taitukwi?
Sijus Masi, Madam Chair, and good morning to my colleagues and those who are here to testify, especially the village of Tamuning, where I reside and where my mayor is sitting here today requesting for this proposal to happen. I'm just surprised it took this long, and to get it done. there was some questions that I did have that were answered by you on, why, it was delayed. But my concern now is just to make sure it's done where all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. So the resolutions from the Chamorro Land Trust was done in 2018, the last one, correct? It's a different board for Chamorro Land Trust. It's a different director. 2018 was years ago. So is there any reason why, Mr. Director, knowing this bill was coming before us, that the Chamorro Land Trust did not do another resolution just to stay on top of it?
The notification, we're having our meeting, where our meetings are once a month on the third Thursday of the month at 1 p.m. Our meeting is coming up a couple of days from now, so the board as a whole, the new board, has not had time to address this, but we did our search with the management staff at the Chamorro Land Trust Commission. I sent out our findings to the commissioners, and those that responded in support of the bill.
Okay, but I think it's for, purposes of documentation.
We could come up with another resolution if that's what pleases you for this board, but they agreed that the previous resolutions stand and it won't be any different from that.
Yeah, I understand that, but if it was something like a year ago, 2 years ago, this is almost 5 years ago on the last resolution. So I think I don't want to have any hiccups moving forward, because I know that the mayor has great plans for this property and it's been waiting for a long time. Let's not delay it anymore. I don't want to, but I do feel that we should have another resolution in place just to make everyone feel comfortable that, we're crossing our T's and dotting our I's. So I hope, Mr. Birch, that you'll do that and get that going.
It'll be very easy to draft one just saying we reaffirm the resolution of 2018.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Mayor, as well, usually with the municipal council, they get together, they vote on it, and it's done through resolution to accept the property from Chamorro Land Trust. And all that comes with it, the responsibilities of keeping it updated or cleaned and make sure it's a safe location, most especially a safe location, has the municipal council put together their resolution in accepting this property.
Thank you, will do.
Okay, so it hasn't been done, so I think that would be a good idea to put that together, because you're accepting responsibility of this piece of property, and that means everything that comes with it. If there is something dangerous in that area and somebody gets hurt, someone's going to have to answer to it. And this way, at least through the municipal council, you will take that responsibility. I think documentation might be good. So appreciate if you guys can put something that together. One more question I have, because I do stand in full support of this. I just want to make sure everything is done correctly. There was something, Mr. Birch, that you mentioned in your testimony, and that's why it's important to have this resolution and maybe reconsider. Many times, properties that giving under the mayor's council, a mayor's office, they utilize some of the property maybe to lease out or provide a vending truck to sell, their foods, like they do down at Skinner Plaza. And sometimes they rent the space for these vending trucks. Now, in Tamuning, we have seen a food truck selling Japanese food, if I'm not mistaken. This is an opportunity for the municipal council to generate some more money, additional funding that doesn't really necessarily cover the cost of, let's say, this new property that you're going to get, or the property that you currently have, to keep the update on this. So I'm hoping that we know that this is going to be done for a recreational facility, but I don't like to limit to a recreational facility. I want to be able to have this in the mayor's possession so that the mayor will be able to do what they need to do with it. Now, if it means renting this particular space for a food truck because it's located near the road, if I'm not mistaken, and it's a perfect place for a food truck to be sitting and a perfect place to generate revenue. So I'm hoping that you can talk with our mayor, Mr. Birch, and maybe reconsider on the resolution to allow any type of, to generate revenue, and that could support the sports in that area, something like that, that as long as that area is used to support the sports facility, and that means generating revenue so that we can keep the place safe for our community and those who come to test. So
I don't see a problem if the food trucks or whatever is established there supports the recreation facility. I don't think that would be an issue. But if you're asking me to have a resolution that excludes that, that section was listed in the bill. And of course, that was also listed in the resolution of 2018. But I think that if you would have food trucks there, others, especially when there's a game, supporting the game, supporting the recreational facility, to raise funds for it, I don't think that would be a violation.
okay, but if you read this, it would be. So unless it's connected with the sports. So let's clean up that language right there to make sure that the mayor has full authority on utilizing this land in the event they need to raise funds. Okay?
The mayor would say that it would be sports concessions, and
Okay.
that would be similar to what they have at the Paseo, where they have concessions there that support the sports facilities. They could run 24 hours or whatever.
Okay. Well, I don't want to take away the fact that there has been this food truck in that area, and that's not supporting, I mean, there's been a food truck in that area, and there's been no sports going on at that time. So I just don't want to limit you, Mayor. I want you to be able to utilize this as much. You have a great council. I know most of them on your council, and I know they have great ideas, and let's not put, handcuffs on yourselves to generate some revenue for the community.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Senator. With the food truck that we currently have there selling the Japanese food, he has been in support, and he's there to bring convenience because a lot of kids are just dropped there. And sometimes they need water, they need food, and he's also providing security, free security for us, which, that's why I'm happy that he's working with us. Max, who is the one running that canteen, he's a member of our community. So he's keeping us informed and, of all the things that are going on there as well. But we do plan, for that whole front side to be part of our concession stands and meeting rooms for the kids and training for everything having to do with sports. But
Okay.
thank you very much for including that.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's something that the author of the legislation needs to look at too as well, just to make sure it gives you the authority. Okay, well, thank you so much. I wish you the greatest luck, and let's not delay this any longer. And let's get both the resolution from Chamorro Land Trust as well as the Municipal Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. I'd like to recognize Senator Barnett. Thank you for being here this morning. Your turn.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to apologize to everyone in attendance. Obviously, we're dealing with some aircon malfunction that's being addressed at the moment, so thank you for bearing with us, and thank you for your presence this morning. Of course, Mayor, anything we can do to support the intent of providing more facilities for our youth, keeping them busy, keeping them playing the sports, whether it's baseball, basketball, tennis, pickleball, whatever we can do to keep them busy, we're definitely going to support. So it sounds like there's some entanglements that need to be sorted out, and I pray that we sort those out so we can get the full support of the body for this measure. Thank you very much, Mayor Luis Sidus Masi. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Can I ask a couple more questions? First of all, is this the access to the baseball fields or in the back, or is there another access?
This is a part of it, and if you have a copy of this this map, yeah, because it shows that like where the gravel leads to the backside, where we have football teams using the backside of the field, so they enter in there. And I know our concern too was because that portion that we're talking about, with the land was under GDOE. That it just goes along the fence line all the way to the back area. So the on the entrance part, that's what it will be, yes, that leads you into the field.
Does DOE need this property for entrance to their facilities?
Well, I continue to work with the schools on the different, different activities. And in the past, I have talked to the principals about using the field, the whole area, for more of our sports organizations and things like that. We were even considering requesting for a gymnasium to be built there. But back in 2020, our Municipal Planning Council had approved plans for the renovation and, you know, the makeshift of the whole field to have, you know, upgraded sports facilities and like different concessions, stands, and, you know, just to make it a more, you know, a place for all of the families to come out and enjoy, not only with sports, but different recreational activities in the playground.
Thank you, Mayor.
Madam
Yes,
Speaker.
Mr. Byrd.
Also, yes, I'd like to just chime in with the mayor that they've been using those lots. You've got the aerial maps now. If you look at it closely, you could see one side is the property of GDOE and the municipality of Tamuning. They've been using that as access. On the right side, if you look at the map, that belongs to GTA. It's all government property, and while they've had access, yes, transferring this property to the municipality would give them access, actual, because if either of those two would like to shut them out, they could technically be landlocked.
All right, but is it your understanding that GDOE needs this for access as well?
It's not been used by GDOE.
All right, so that's not included. This aerial map shows the roads, but it doesn't show the lot
It's
line.
one lot. The GDOE with the school includes, the lot number includes the lot in question today. For
Correct.
some reason, there was an issue where it was partial out, and that 707 square meters was transferred to the CHAMORRO Land Trust Commission. I believe that was another error. So hopefully we
All
can
right.
fix that today.
Let me rephrase my question. If we could put the map back up. Do you see the white outline on the top? That's the LBJ, right?
Yes.
School, but currently the white outline, the drawing comes down and onto that blue building. So it comes all the way down, but that's part of the property that you want to transfer. And I can see a road coming through there, and I don't know where this transferred lot is going to be severed. Pardon? Just want to make sure. Okay, well, anyways, we'll confirm that with DOE. Does the CLTC obtain any revenue currently from this property?
No.
All right, and the license granted to the person, that's from the mayor's office? Who's the vendor?
That is a temporary parking permit of his canteen.
All right. Okay. All right, any other questions? Or if not, you may close on the bill, Senator.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Chair, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and of course, Mr. Birch, and the Tamuning, Tumon Harmon Municipal Plan Council for being here this morning. I think some of the concerns, of course, that were asked of the mayor is inherent with ownership, land ownership, and all that. And so, with that, I want to thank them for coming out and testifying, you know, in support of this bill once and for all, to be able to get again this land under your jurisdiction, to be able to access federal funding or federal grants, to be able to enhance the facility, not only for the Tamuning, Tumon Harmon residents, but all of the people of Guam, because it's not only Tamuning, Tumon Harmon athletic organizations that utilize the fields. There are other, of course, other villages that access these facilities as well. And so we're looking, again, at a positive thing for, again, the municipality and the people of Guam in enhancement of, again, this property to be transferred over. But thank you very much, Madam Speaker, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator. Just finally, I found the law that transferred the big lots, the baseball fields. That's Public Law 34-89. So that happened in May 2018. So it transferred the big fields, and in that law, it had two clauses. One was a reversionary that If it was not used to provide recreational activities and sports organizations activities, then it will revert to Chamorro Land Trust, and I know that's what you've asked for this morning. And it's also prohibited from being sold, leased, subleased, licensed, exchanged, or otherwise transferred without approval of the legislature. All right, and that was given for the sole purpose of establishing sports or recreational facilities. Would that be the same purpose for this lot?
Yes, just for sports and concession.
All right. Okay. Situs Masi, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and all of the Municipal Planning Council members, and of course the Director of Chamorro Land Trust and all your staff for being here today. Situs Masi. We'll consider this hearing is adjourned, but anyone who wants to submit testimony can do so by the end of business today to Senator Terlaje@gmail.com. Situs Masi.